This just in, Tango MSF Event Coverage.
Hey everyone, this is Tingo welcoming you to another Marvel Strike Force event coverage. I apologize for taking off the last event, but I was out on vacation. So let's talk about this one. There's two pieces to it, the web store and in-game. So we'll start with the web store as usual. In the milestones area here, you've got Rising Stars. And Rising Stars is going to be Blitz heavy. Win a Blitz battle, 9 points. Win a Sim Blitz battle, 9 points. And up-and-comer tag for extra points. So same kind of concept as we've had in the past. All of these points with the up-and-comer, the gear sizes and whatever, that all stacks on to the Blitz battle point system. One thing I do notice right out of the gate, the Blitz battle versus Sim Blitz battle, the point system is identical. So if you really want to save time and you don't want to have to go through the regular Blitz mode where you're playing each battle intentionally or going into the mode and then hitting auto, there is no advantage to that this time around. Sim Blitz is the same amount of points, so I would suggest just simming it unless you absolutely need to control your battles in order to win consistently. So basically what we have here is a 6-day, again I kind of started late on this one, it's a 6-day event, and it's 20 milestones total for 15,000 points, okay? And where the point system cuts off here is 781 points. Now, this is the total of 2 Blitz rotations that I have done since this went live. So I've gone 781 points with my roster in 2 Blitz rotations. This is being a 6-day event means that you're going to need to score somewhere in the neighborhood of about 2,500 points a day. So if 2 Blitz rotations is 780 points, you're going to need about 7 Blitz rotations a day in order to make sure you can hit the 2,500 points. Now, how does this help? Well, this is blue gear, purple gear, orange gear, and a little bit of teal gear. These are all catalysts, and there's a couple of orbs here. Teal gear, raid orbs, which is nice. But the actual help is in the Pride Orb fragments. So this is towards the in-game milestone event. There are a total of 10 400 fragment milestones out here in the web store, and there are 10 600 fragment milestones, which means that there are 10,000 orb fragments that you can mine over 6 days, which will translate exactly to 10,000 points in the in-game event. This isn't a lot, but it is a little bit of a help, and I'll explain why as we hop into the game. Alright, now we're in game and we're talking about the Pride Inferno and Roland Rebel milestone events. Pride Inferno is going to give you the roller skates for Dazzler, and we'll talk about that at the end here, but let's talk about Pride Inferno first. The scoring system here is going to be 1 campaign energy receives 69 points, 1 Pride Orb fragment receives 1 point. So to go back to the web store for a moment, if you max out the web store milestone, that's worth 10,000 Pride Orb frags. That's 10,000 points in this event. So keep that in mind. The second portion of that is spending campaign energy. Campaign energy at a 69-to-1 ratio is, it looks to me kind of like Scopely's just putting out their random numbers to make the calculations difficult. But when I did the math before, what we had was a requirement to do 1,127 campaign energy a day over the 6-day event in order to get to, this isn't even to max out the event, that is to actually get you to milestone 27, which is the roller skates, the glamour skates. If you were to finish this, you'd need to go even further than that, but I'm not even going to do the math to calculate that out because that's beyond the scope of what most logical people would do, unless you're going to be one of the people who uses your cores and saved them up for this event. And if you did, go for it. Good for you, man. Have at it. But the reality is, I'm calculating, all of these calculations are based off of hitting milestone 27, which will go towards the Dazzler event. But 1127 energy per day will get you to milestone 27, which is these skates. So let's talk about that for a minute. I ended up doing the web store. I grabbed the 100 energy out of the daily Blitz reward milestone that's been in the web store since the web store came out. I did all of my 50s with regards to the campaign energy refreshes, and I did one 100 core refresh. As you can see, I'm kind of running out of cores here, so this is going to be a very poor event for me. But that was what I did during the day, and that got me to 86,110 points. It didn't work directly as just energy. I had to actually change the campaign nodes that I was mining in order to make that happen. We'll talk about that in a second. But to get back to the 86,110, that is 1 day's worth of campaign energy spend. If you want to get to milestone 27, you're going to need to average 77,750 points a day. So keep that in mind. Right now I'm running a little over 8,000 ahead, which tells me that I should be able to get through this by doing only 1 or 2 100 core refreshes throughout the entire 6-day span total, as long as I do my 50s every single day, and as long as I grab all of the Blitz milestones that are in the web store and grab that extra 100 campaign energy. So that's how that works. Now let's go into the campaigns in a minute here. There's bonus tags on a lot of these campaign nodes. So I'm changing what I'm usually mining here, because what I'm looking for is these bonus nodes. And the bonus nodes, the reason they're bonus, it's bonus points. And how does that work? They give you Pride Orb fragments. So the way this works is for every single tap that you do on a node, in this case there's no here, there's no bonus here, but so this, for example, is a 10 energy fight. If the 10 energy fight was akin to this bonus node and it had 100 of these Pride Orb fragments, the way the math is working out is for every node tap, which takes 10 energy, you will receive 100 Pride Orb fragments. So in other words, if I were to auto times 10, then I would receive 1,000 of these Pride Orb fragments on these nodes. So keep that in mind. This is the way that you're going to maximize your scoring with the campaign energy. If you decide not to go with these bonus nodes, for example, Nexus 8.1, I'll just show you here, do an auto win. That is worth 100 Pride Orb fragments. I'll go ahead and hit auto win. I'll do an auto times 10. And there we go. So now I've got the 1,000 Pride Orb fragments. And so that's what is masterfully increasing the amount of points I get. So if you're hitting a 100 energy node and you're tapping it all the way through until you would need to refresh it, you're scoring 6,900 points for every node that you do with campaign energy. If you do these bonus nodes, you will also receive another 1,000 points. So that's a total of 7,900 points per node, so long as you're going with the bonus nodes. If you're not going with the bonus nodes, you're doing 6,900 per node. So keep that in mind. That's how the math is working out. And if you're doing 7,900 points per node and you need to average 77,750 points, you're talking about 10 nodes a day. So remember that when you're going through all of this, that math does expand, and it will get you to the milestone 27. And there is a lot of gold in these coming up. You're going to want to be able to go as far as you can with this, obviously, but these two here, these last 3 nodes are worth 2.25 million gold and 50 gold promo credits and some disco balls towards the rolling event over here. Now remember this, we've got the disco balls and we've got the roller skates. So those are the two things that you're going to want to try to mine to help you go towards the Rollin' Rebel event. And let's go into the Rollin' Rebel event now. So for me, I actually did manage to get the gemstone earrings in the last event. I did it by the hair of my chinny chin chin and barely got there, but that was worth 6,000 points. The glamour skates are worth 8,000 points, so keep that in mind as well. That's why I targeted milestone 27 with this video, because that's going to bump you quite a bit down these ranks. And honestly, unless you're a big time spender, you're probably not going to get there without using these glamour skates, the glimmer bracelet, and the gemstone earring. You're not going to max this event out. In fact, I did not max out the very first event. I made it to milestone 39 with Spider Woman, and I did manage to get all three of these extra bonus items, we'll call them. So that's the way that worked out for me. I do recommend going for the glamour skates, and again, that's milestone 27. So you've got a lot of points to think about. If you are going to do strictly energy, again, it's 1,127 campaign energy a day. That number decreases as you mine the bonus nodes. The bonus nodes will give you straight up points. It won't be multiplier points for that event, but the straight up points will chink down the amount of energy you need to burn every single day. So if you are open to changing your node mining, there are nodes for every type of campaign energy. So you'll have Heroes Assemble, you'll have Villains United, you'll have the Nexus, Cosmic Conflicts, Mystic Forces Rising, and Doom War. You will not have ISO 8 to choose from. So just be cautious if you're going to do this. Bonus nodes, these nodes, which are the 20 energy and you get 5 taps, they have given you 200 Pride Orb frags for that. So you'll get the same amount based off of energy spend. It's all going to be the same. So just keep an eye out for your bonus nodes. If you're doing the daily chores and you're worried about the Heroes Assemble and the Villains United in the daily campaign stuff or the daily objectives, you can obviously hit those with the Villain campaign and the Heroes campaign. That's not a problem, because there are nodes available in both Villains and Heroes to choose from. One other thing to note, I noticed this down here. If you go into the all clear, complete all daily objectives, and you scroll right, you'll see your strike pass tokens. But if you scroll left, there's a hidden orb here. So that's an extra 2,000 points a day that you can get just by doing your daily objectives, and that's worth 12,000 points. So that should help you push, and 12,000 points from just doing your daily objectives, 10,000 points from doing your blitzing. It's a lot of blitzing, I'll be honest. It's going to be kind of difficult, but if you decide that you need some of these characters out here, like, Shatterstar right now, he's a very good character. If you need these characters, hit them hard. Hit the blitzes hard and try and get those extra points out of the milestone store. Every little bit helps. So, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.